Well, hello, owls of the internet, because it's really late at night. Like it's at 2:13 a.m. and I'm still awake. We will we will be talking about 26th of the March. Today is the 27th of the March, and so what did I do on the 26th of the March? So I waked up late today, and I was over that phase. Keep Okay, I fucked up that. I don't know, like I'm 2 hours behind schedule over my day. And day before that, like uh that's not important task, but you still give some time into it and you work on it, but that doesn't make it important task. And there is the saying or the book that I've read, and it talks about 80-20 principle, that choose that 20%, pick up that 20% of the tasks and get those done. And the day before yesterday, I was sitting and renaming all the folders of the application of the facial recognition thing, and I'm not working on the code, which is not that important, and which is some task, something that I can divide into the folks. And but I'm still doing it because I don't want to do something that is important. I'm running away from it. So I had that on my mind, and I like, okay, I want to make some effective decisions today. So how did I start with? Okay, so the portfolio thing is something that I, I want to build and I want to get out, and I have to have it so people can refer to it, and it will also help me in freelancing thing I want to try. So for that portfolio, we need to have some designs for portfolio, and I've done Google UI UX, and I have created three applications in that. And I had the ideas of like I had wireframes and high fidelity prototypes for two of them, and I didn't had that perfectly working prototype for one of them. But then what happened is I choose to delete it everything, because I can be pain in the ass for myself when I try to do it perfectly and all that. So these are some bullshit excuse that I'm trying to give myself right now. And okay, come on, like give me some break. I'm way over the time today. But yeah, so main target is for user experience course is, come on, have something that you show that you know how to do this shit. So let's start with, what do I have? Zero, nothing. Okay, so I started with that. I did create, just for gaining confidence and understanding how the process works. What I did is I downloaded Figma community template of Instagram, and I try to make those components from that into the Figma. That was fun experience, and building of Instagram homepage stuff, profile page stuffs, and all that. I spent actually 2 hours or something on that, but it was like, okay, I can do it, and I think I just have something to show you now. So that was that. And after that, I went into the user flow thing for Trethnix, which is the application case study that I was doing in the UI UX course. That it's the online shopping app for traditional ethnic wear clothes. So Trathnix, and what is the sitemap for that? What is the user state story, user flow for that? I draw that uh, while like basing on the habitual, which is the project from ZTM course. And so I did that. I didn't do it completely, but I did those two things, and I want to get onto the wireframing part of it, so I'll do that tomorrow, or something like that. So I need to have that UI UX case study things on the portfolio. Okay, and then after that, what I did is, well, I don't want it to do anything. Like I didn't want it to do I don't want it to do machine learning. I don't want it to do like, and I was thinking of, I want to watch something. I want to watch something entertainment. I want to watch something that is fun. I was craving for that for a time a bit. So what I did is I put in the George Orwell's 1984 and as an in audio format, and I was reading it while I was listening to it, and then I fell asleep. So if your brain is fucking you up over some stupid entertainment thing, and you know if you get into that thing you're gonna spend 3 hours on the entertainment thing, then go to sleep, because you will wake up in the half hour probably. And even if you do not wake up in a half hour, you probably will have 3 hours or something into sleep, and you can stretch up that somewhere in the future. So you can do that, and that will be amazing fun and so fucking excited. So yeah, so George Orwell and 1984, I like that. Like, come on, the book is written in such a great fashion that I was like, okay, I can write this thing, or if I want to write something like this, god damn it, woman, you need to practice. The way he writes the book is, oh, fuck, like, oh my god, it's just dropping in the scene, and the whole scenario is just popping in front of your eyes. That's what it is, and that is so amazing and powerful in so many sense that I'm like, okay, I want to learn that first of all. That's what I said. And then I fell asleep over it. But you get the point of it. Big Brother is watching you, blah, blah, blah. So I don't understand much of the story of it, but I slept because through it. But man, that is such great writing. And I'm like, wow, wow, wow. George Orwell, man. Okay, so, oh yes, I had a weirdest dream yesterday, and I want to talk about that. So what's the dream is, you should know Jordan Peterson, who Jordan Peterson is. So he is the guy who first got me into this controlling time, not wasting a time and all that stuff. And I haven't watched his content also over for the last 21 days now, I guess. And I was like, okay, and the guy popped into my head. And so he, like, I am in my house, in the dream I'm talking about. I'm in my house right here. We have some little bit of function thing going on, and then he walks out through our street of Pune. He lives in the Canada, and yeah, he came here. And then he was with some YouTuber. I don't remember the name or and face of the YouTuber, but he was with them. And then we three decided to go on the trip. Imagine the scenario. And I'm like begging, pleading, and doing all that, crazy thing to convince him first of all, like, let me come with you, and then my mom and dad, because of that. And then the funniest and the weirdest thing happens, that I the trips that we were gonna go on was somewhere that we have to stay there for 1 month, and we have to volunteer and do hard work for the community things, and that's what we all three were going for. And then we get into that camp. This is so weird, and it just tells me how evil my mind can be. So what happens is, we went to the camp, that thing, a trip for 1 month, and then we went through it. And now these, like, Jordan Peterson is not there, and now I'm just in my dream, and he's gone, but he was with me, right? So and that is the concentration camp. And oh, fuck, like, literally everything was, oh my god, so fucked up. The फाटणे मराठीमध्ये we call it, माझी फाटली ती पूर्ण. So what that concentration camp is, they will torture you, and they will give you option to either commit suicide after that torture, or they will kill you. And I am there with my fellow folks around there. One of them was a guy on a wheelchair, and others were that, and we are watching like people's body falling through a mountain kind of thing, and people are jumping in that river and killing themselves because they wouldn't want to get murdered. And people are jumping, and I'm seeing it, and I'm like, okay. And we are not supposed to see that, because we're not supposed to know that we are going to get tortured, because we're just at the entry. So we have a chance to get out of it, but then the guy who was, I think, some kind of jailer or something, gets in, and I got up. So, like, come on, that was a really good story. But can you imagine, like, that is the evil thing that is created by my mind. And the Alexander Solzhenitsyn thing, uh heart, like, okay, good bad line through everyone's heart, and you have to choose that every time. And I try to choose it whenever I want to. Most of the time, if I'm in my sane mind, I do choose it. But come on, I have just created in my dream a fucking concentration camp, and, like, there wasn't any other people. All of those thoughts and all of those parallel things were going on. That was something made up in my brain. So you get the point of it, right? So if I was killing people, I was that person who had that thought, and that was manifested in somewhere in that dream. So you get the point, right? So that was really weird and fucked up dream. But I also thought, wow, that would be really great story for movie or something like that when I woke up. But that was so crazy. And okay, I'm seeing my dreams are getting amazing and amazing. Like, I could not have this quality dream. That's just a prenuptious assumption, I don't know, but you get the point. Yeah, okay. I got too excited over the dream and went over like 11 minutes in. Okay, and I started with the, yeah, so profile, ZTM course for web development, and building a portfolio based on that is things that I want to achieve in the next week. And I also want to edit the documentary thing that I have done, because if I don't, I will never do it, and that's a stupid thing to do. So yeah, we have to edit that documentary. That's for that. Tomorrow is gonna be exciting. We're gonna meet some friends tomorrow. We're gonna finish Ratnik's designs for wireframings and all that stuff, and prototyping for it, and small interaction and micro interaction, all that stuff, fun stuff. I want to spend some time on machine learning and do the Andrew Engines course, and I'm not spending that much time on it. So that's one thing. So that's 3 of those. Meeting of friends, 4 things for a Sunday planned. And we have exams next week, so we have to think about that also, because it's not the same this time, baby. We are going to go into the college and give them the exams. So yeah, the thing's going to be jam packed, and I'm going to enjoy it so much. I love it. Oh my god. And let's get into the point, and let's get the 20% done so we can get 80% result through it. Thank you. Amazing life. Okay. Universe, you're my first love. And bye bye. Take care. Love you. And good night. Bye bye.